Hello, Cancer. It's Oh My God Tarot, and this is your you versus them reading for January 2019. All right, we're going to start with the Romance Oracle deck. This is going to be the theme of your reading, and then we're going to pull 3 cards each for you, 3 cards for them. All right, here we go. Here is, calling in your soulmate. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay. I don't know who you were thinking when I initially said them. You know, whoever you had in mind. Perhaps that's the person that we're dealing with here. But let's look at what the deck info has to say about that. All right, here we go. You, like everyone, have soulmates. These are people with whom you shared time in heaven and in other lives. You made a soul agreement to meet in this lifetime for the purpose of mutual spiritual growth. You have many such agreements with various people who are all your soulmates. They include friends, family members, co-workers, and romantic partners. This card guides you to actively call your romantic soulmate into your life. You can do so through prayer, affirmations, and visualizations. It also means working on yourself so that you epitomize the qualities you're seeking in a partner. You're seeking in a partner. For instance, if you desire a significant other who's got a great sense of humor, develop this within yourself. Like attracts like, which is part of calling in your soulmate. Interesting. All right, so now we're going to do you and them. Here we go. Let's get some messages for you, them, see how you guys are currently doing. You, them, how you feel, how they feel. You feel, how they feel. Okay, here we go. You. King of Wands. Them. Judgment. You. The Empress. Them. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You. High Priestess. Them. King of Cups. Okay. Alright, so let's look at you. You seem to be in a place where you want to take action, where you want changes to happen, you want some movement, but you're not just like wanting it to happen, you're actually taking action. So like you could be inspired to just engage in things that you're passionate about, like hobbies, maybe partake more in your sports or your creative pursuits, or any of that, like cooking more, maybe just actively do it, or maybe open a social media about it, like something a little bit more you're wanting to take action with. And it's just something so that you can feel yourself shining, so you know who the fudge you are. You have the Empress card, which means there's a literal contentment, just being fine, being content without this person, without them. And the Empress card means that you're in a state of like, maybe you even moved on, because this is a 3. This is like there's somebody else that you're picturing, there's somebody else you have in mind, maybe even a new person in mind, and you're content with those types of ideas, that type of sentiment of meeting someone new. Like you could be very in terms of love, because the Empress is associated with Venus, and Venus is, it's all about pleasure, it's all about romance. Some of you might just be having a fling, or like somebody that isn't very, that's just about passion, that's just about infatuation, lust, pleasures. Then you have the High Priestess. You know something, or there's something you don't know, and I feel like it's part of you just believing in the divine. This is kind of a card that's associated with you, because the High Priestess is associated with the moon, and the moon is your ruler. It's your planetary ruler, although the moon is a luminary. The moon is about like emotions and really the inner world, the inner workings of a person, how their like spirit functions and feels, and how they like, it's almost like how things have an effect on you. Not necessarily what has happened to you, but how they kind of mold your inner world into where your beliefs lie in this, like when you're looking out towards the world, what the filters are as a result of like all of your experiences. So the High Priestess usually reminds you that you're intuitive, you're psychic, you intuitively know who your soulmate is. You intuitively know who's good for you, who's serious, who's just for fun. Like, you know deep down inside in words that you can't really describe. Perhaps some of you deny that, and you really have to tap into that intuition, because if you're gonna have the curse of those high and low emotions, you might as well utilize the intuition that comes along with it. So that's where you're at. You're just wanting to take action, but you want to let your intuition guide you. You do want growth. You want to, you want to be content in where you are, but you do want an extra something. You want somebody to share it with. And if you're with somebody and you're interested in somebody, you want to take it to a further level. You want to like merge and become a 3, a trifecta. Whether that means, having a child, or that means cohabitating. You just want something extra to combine the union. And then let's look at them. The Judgment card. So this is heavy. This is like This is associated with Pluto, who of course is in and out of the planet relevance gossip trail. They're always like, nah, Pluto's not a planet. Nah, actually, you are a planet. Okay, fine, you're a Pluto. So it's about death and rebirth. It's about reincarnation, and that really does have a lot to do with soulmates because, like the card info said, it's about people you've been incarnated with in past lives. People that you made an agreement, a spiritual soul agreement that you'd meet in this life. So sometimes when they come in, sometimes when they leave, it's very, very tumultuous. It's very, very like, oh, that hurts so much. Why would they leave? Why would you betray me? I never expected that from you. You mean so much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes they're not ready on the same timing. That's how crazy these soulmate connections are. But Judgment really tells me that they are going through something where they're kind of recalibrating their lives. They're being reborn, you know, and that's a good thing. That's like, okay, I've done all these terrible things and I'm getting to a place where I'm trying to atone for my sins, and I'm realizing that that's messed up, and I'm growing from it. I'm learning, I'm getting judgment. I'm really feeling the weight of karma, you know, so I understand, I see it, I witness it. I understand that what I put out there comes back to me. You know, maybe they're having those aha moments. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, where maybe they're with somebody, or they've been with a partner who's not financially, like, has a financial dependence on them, or somebody who is supposed to be this figure in the household. Like, they're supposed to be a supportive, financially supportive, managing money. Somebody could be mismanaging money in their new relationship, or they could just be around somebody that they can't trust in a maternal sense. Somebody that they thought they could go to for nurture isn't quite living up to that expectation, and perhaps they're noticing the absence of it, like with you as a partner, somebody who is maybe fulfilling them in a financial way, or less of a burden financially even. But this person is supposed to be someone that inspires them, or boosts them, or gives them what they need to get up and go to work, or, you know, pursue what it is they want to on a financial kick, or just on a lifestyle kick. And this person's kind of not doing that. They have the King of Cups. They need emotional understanding. They probably have a father figure, authority figure, who's just kind of somebody they turn to as a mentor, that they seek, you know, emotional, spiritual counsel for. Some of your people, some of them have started going to church, or started to be interested in self-help and improving themselves. Again, with this whole judgment, transformation, rebirth, regeneration, and having the King of Cups sit alongside the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Perhaps maybe they're realizing that the superficial realities of life that they maybe once focused on are not as important as having that spiritual connection, and they're realizing that now. You know, they're having this whole transformation, this whole rebirth, and it's not something that where it's just like, oh, well, I lost a lot of money, so like, maybe they have it all with the finances, but they have somebody just draining them, or maybe they have a good life at home on paper, but they don't feel fulfilled, and they just need more. And they, you know, this is a very, very impartial authority on emotional matters. Like, and so if you seek someone's counsel, and like if they are seeking someone's counsel, somebody with authority, this isn't just somebody who's like, they're there, everything will be okay, and like, let me nourish you and get your mind back to a healthy place. This is somebody who their mind is in a healthy place, and they're like, all right, here's how you act. This isn't about your inner world. This is what you do with these feelings. This is how you turn them into something productive, something useful, and something that nourishes your soul. This is a person. This is authority. This is somebody who sees in a broad perspective. So it could be them just, you know, rebirthing into something more wise, and rebirthing into something more mature, and something more emotionally available. So calling in your soulmate, perhaps it's all about divine timing, and, you know, you just kind of got to trust that kind of stuff. You know, relative to you, it's like you have a king here where you're taking action. So maybe some of you are kind of considering moving on, just a new opportunity, or with somebody that you, I don't know if, you know, I don't know if you, I feel like you're just moving on the art of moving on. You're just moving for the sake of moving on. So this is like people who are like with the rebound person, and they just kind of end up with the rebound person because they want to move on with their lives. But you definitely are calling in your soulmate, and you feel it coming, possibly intuitively, because of the High Priestess. I mean, that's intuition. That's you. That's like, I don't know. That's like you saying, I knew this was going to happen when it actually happens type of energy. And I feel like with these people, this person maturing, and the timing going with you being like not so much about them, and them being so much about rebirth and transformation, and the calling in your soulmate being your theme. It's just like, I feel like the stars are aligning so that maybe perhaps this new year thing is kind of making people rethink their their old ways, or just kind of be different people now, you know, be better, show some growth. 2018 was rough for a lot of people, so perhaps people just want to have a better year by doing better things and being better people. All right, so there it is. There's your you versus them love reading for January 2019. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!